we have so much to talk and discuss with our colleagues. Sometimes we love to do it, sometimes we go and choose someone else's time, sometimes it happens with us. Now, how do we end such conversations? Well, we all love to do that office gossip, but definitely, owing to our work, there are times when we cannot afford it. Now, how do we end such conversations, but at the same time, in a way that we don't end up offending the person with whom we are talking? How do we do that? Well, let's go ahead and see in this video, how do we actually end office conversations politely? Well, you all are once again most welcome to Tutorials Point. Let's go forward and learn about this extremely important and interesting topic, which is definitely going to help all of us going forward. Okay, now how do we actually, what is going to be the first or what is going to be one option, what is an option as to which is really going to be very helpful for us as far as ending the conversation is concerned? What do you think should be the strategy? Well, here is a strategy which is going to be really helpful for you to end a conversation but politely. Okay, mention something that you need to do. See, obviously, if you're not interested in talking to anybody, or if you really want to end a conversation, you cannot go ahead and slap that on the person's face. On the contrary, it is definitely better if you go ahead and instead of saying that, instead of sort of directly saying that I want to end this conversation, or I don't have time to talk to you, don't you think it is a better idea to mention something that you need to do, so that the blame per se of ending the conversation doesn't come on you or doesn't lie on your shoulders? Well, how do we do that? Here are certain examples. Okay, well, I should really get back to work. So it's like, okay, I would love to talk to you for for the entire day, but I really have work to do. Okay, well, I should probably go home and get started on dinner. Well, again, you passed the buck on the dinner instead of taking the entire responsibility of ending the conversation on yourself. Anyway, I still need to pick out a gift for my wife. I'd get better on that. So again, here you can pass the buck on your wife. How does it matter? The person is not going to blame her in any case. Okay, anyway, I have to go to the bank before it closes. So again, you have passed on the buck. So sort of this is going to be your main strategy to and accordingly, whatever work you want to fit in, you can tweak the entire sentence which you want to use to end the conversation politely, and definitely it is going to be very, very helpful and is for sure going to save you a lot of time if you wish to do that. Okay, now what do you think is a better and a smarter strategy to end the conversation? Well, yes, there definitely is a better smart strategy to end the conversation, to end your conversation with any person. I mean, if you wish to do that, well, here it is. Mention something your conversation partner needs to do. Well, wow, you are really acting smart if you're doing that, because now you're not even taking the buck on yourself. Now you're actually letting the person know that, dude, you're really busy, you don't have time to waste, you don't talk to me, don't waste my time as well. So you're like sort of reminding them that, okay, you have this work, go ahead and finish it. It might not be as easy for you if you waste your time here talking, chit-chatting with me. So how do we put this into words? Okay, well, I'll let you get back to your work. I'm so concerned about you, dude. I don't want you to waste your time. Go ahead and get back to your work. Okay, well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you are busy. So again, a very sweet way of ending the conversation, and definitely you're not ending up offending the person. For all you may know, maybe that person even realized the moment you use this strategy, there are chances that even the person might himself or herself realize that, yes, I actually need to do my work. I was just for some time I lost track of the work that I have to do. So maybe this actually genuinely acts as a reminder. So it is really helpful and a very smart strategy to use it. Okay, anyway, I'll let you get back to your shopping. Obviously, I don't want to waste your time. You are so important to me, and I don't, my happiness lies in yours. If you're happy finishing your work, finishing your shopping or whatever, I'll be more than happy. So I don't want to waste your time. Wow, what an amazing way to end the conversation. Well, definitely all of these, any situation that you want to pitch in basis whatever the context is, definitely this strategy works wonders. You can really give it a try. Okay, the strategies don't end here. We have yet another one. Okay, sum up the reasons for your conversation as well. Anything that was agreed upon. So the moment you summarize, the moment you get to the bottom line, right, of the entire conversation, definitely it is a trigger for the person with whom you are talking. It is a trigger for him or her that, okay, now that he or she has reached to the bottom line, definitely he or she intends to end the conversation, so I better get going. So, well, yet another amazing and a very smart way, and actually a very formal and a polished way to end the conversation. So you're not even sort of acting smart, but you are being actually very, very formal. So this is something which you might as well want to use in your office. Not that you can't use the other strategies, but this is a little more formal. And if you actually, this is going to be very helpful if you happen to interact with someone with whom you share sort of a subordinate, a boss subordinate relationship sort of thing, because this is an extremely a formal way to end a conversation, but definitely politely. Okay, well, I appreciate your honest advice. Thanks. Of course, bottom line, the moment you say that, definitely the person understands that, okay, this is a tata bye-bye for me and I should leave. Okay, anyway, I'll talk to Kevin about the proposal and I'll let you know what he says. So again, you have summed up the entire conversation, or whatever important, I mean, if you had a very, very important, productive conversation which was actually a value add, and maybe it was an advice, maybe it was a suggestion that you were seeking for, and you got it from the person whom you are talking to, and now you want to end it. Well, definitely summing up the entire crux of the discussion definitely is going to be a very formal way, very polite way, very polished way of ending the conversation. So, well, you can use this as well. It is going to be very helpful. Okay, well, this is the last strategy and definitely very, very helpful, just like the others. Thank the person or tell the person it was nice talking to them. Well, wow. Again, it's sort of, you're not acting smart, but you are actually letting them know that yes, it was great talking to you and thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your advice. It was great talking to you. Well, if you feel that you need to use this sarcastically, you can. But if you really genuinely want to thank any person, definitely a great way to end a conversation, but yes, politely. Well, it was great talking to you. I'll let you go now. I'm sure you're busy. You might as well want to club, the different strategies to get something even creative. Okay. Anyway, it was nice catching up with you, and definitely I will take your advice and I will definitely follow your advice, and I'm sure it's going to be very, very helpful. Thank you. So yet another way of ending a conversation by probably clubbing up different ways and making it sort of even interesting. Anyway, it was great seeing you, or anyway, I'm really glad I ran into you. So all of these are, yet different ways to end your conversation, but definitely very, very politely, and for sure you do not end up offending the person whom you are using these ways with. So well, friends, I'm sure all of these strategies are going to be very helpful for you. I will see you again in the next video. Till that time, keep learning with Tutorials Point and Tutorix. Have a good day.